This is MoeJoeVision. We're all on MoeJoeVision.
Bringing it to you. Support live music. Support your local clubs. And I want to introduce some people who do just that, who support music and live entertainment. Some folks from the Boston Blues Society are here with me. Again, forgive me if I'm being long-winded. It's one of my many vices. With me today is Joe Neary, new president of the Boston Blues Society. How about a hand for Joe? Blues Society President Joe Neary. And I believe past president, am I correct? Carol Miller, and Paul McNeil today, all here today from the Boston Blues Society. The Boston Blues Society joins me on the stage to honor one of those club owners who brings the blues to the people. Earlier this evening, I mentioned Joe Hajar was in the house, had a great club in Quincy for many years, the Yard Rock Blues Club. We were all sad to see it go. There's a club in Weymouth which has really become a new home for many of those blues lovers. On Thursday nights, Willie J. Laws, who is from Texas and now lives here in New England, hosts an event that's called the Therapy Thursday Jam, and it is just that. It's phenomenal top shelf music. There's no cover. You can get on to the next page on Thursday nights for free, and they have live bands on Friday and Saturday nights, typically blues on Friday. And we have the gentleman who makes that all happen here today, I believe, Mr. Ed Page from the next page, ladies and gentlemen. We'd ask Ed to come to the stage if you would, please. Eddie Page is a good man. He's bringing the music to the people, and he definitely deserves your support, as do the musicians. Eddie Page, ladies and gentlemen, give him a hand. Keeping the Blues Alive Award this afternoon from the North River Blues Festival and the Boston Blues Society. Congratulations, Ed. Well deserved, brother. Ed Page, everybody. How about a hand for him one more time, please? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You've been a great audience. Ed Page, Thursday nights. Ed, would you like to say something? We've got some other events. They just had a great night last Friday night, celebrating Gene Z's phenomenal artwork. Original. The artwork at the next page is outrageous. Gene, stand up and take a bow. Gene did the artwork at the next page, all kinds of fantastic portraits.
Thank you very much. I appreciate this. This is quite an honor to be up there here with all these extraordinary people. Special thanks to John Hall, the Blues Society, Peter Black for all the amazing work that he's put in. I'm honored to be able to have these amazing bands that have come to the next page through the years, and thank you again. I mean, it's been a great honor.
Ed Page. And again, how about a hand for our friends in the Boston Blues Society? Drop by the Boston Blues Society table. They've got a great new t-shirt. You can become a member. I get a lot of cool stuff. Thank you once again. And that goes to Ed, right? Eddie. Okay, that's okay. You got that one. All right. That's helpful. Very good. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I know this award, and again, this is a little bit sentimental. Okay, it's a lot sentimental, I'll tell you, but I was trying to downplay it because we just talked about things happening 10 years ago. There was a young man that I was my privilege to know in doing radio for the last 24 years named Frank McIsaac. Frank was born with disabilities, but his disabilities also somehow in his life gave him extraordinary extra abilities as a human being. Frank was born with cerebral palsy. He was born legally blind. He was highly intelligent, had a great sense of humor, and although he was legally blind, he could read, especially music, CDs and stuff. Frank was blessed with a photographic memory, kind of like Rain Man in the movie with Dustin Hoffman playing that character. Frank would never pull his punches, always told you where it was at. He was a beautiful human being, and in the time that I got to know him as a listener at WATD, I started getting together with Frank and taking trips to record stores and then concerts, and we became very good friends. And all that generosity that I perhaps thought I was giving him, he really gave me more than I ever gave to him as far as life lessons, and he was a beautiful human being. Sadly, we lost Frank 5 years ago at the age of 44 of cancer, and his family's here today. Since that time, we have established the Frank McIsaac Blues Fan of the Year Award in his memory. Yeah, man. He was known affectionately as, had a couple of nicknames, Frankie. His grandfather, when he first saw him born, I believe he was premature and he was very small, that said he's a cute little bugger, and it stuck. He was known to his family as Bugger. He was also known from his uncle, who was a blues harmonica player and turned him onto the blues at a young age, as, well, affectionately known as the blues-playing rodent. You got to be from a certain era to know how cool it was to be a rat back in the 60s, all right? So the blues-playing rodent was Frank's nickname, and the rodent and I travel quite a bit, and I miss that, my little buddy, a whole lot, and not half as much, I'm sure, as his family does. But we keep his memory alive, and we give this award to someone who is as deserving. Frank would call every night to the Blues Radio Show, and he was a quality control officer. My final memory of him was sitting right down here in his wheelchair as Charlie Musselwhite delivered Christo Redemptor, Christ the Redeemer. Less than a year before his unexpected death. Frank had asked for Charlie, who was his favorite blues man, for 14 years. And that year, on this stage, Charlie Musselwhite played Christo Redemptor. I could feel his spirit. Frank McIsaac in the room. And this is not an award that we give away lightly. The recipients of this individual earn it. Let me tell you, these people really earn this. We've got some folks over here who are uber blues fans. As a matter of fact, they're filming this event right now. His films of performances all around New England are featured online on a regular basis. You'll find them on a dance floor, any place where the music is good. Mo and Joe, known as MoeJoe, please come to the stage. Give a hand for Joe and Mo. MoeJoe. They got their mojo working 365 days a year. The Frank McIsaac Memorial Blues Fan of the Year Award. Well deserved, well deserved. I'd like to ask, well, I'm gonna affectionately known as MoeJoe, I'm gonna let MoeJoe give the acceptance speech here.
It was a surprise to me when I found out a week ago, and I still have absolutely nothing to say except it's a huge honor, because I know the people that bestowed this award on us are even more deserving than us, without a doubt. That 25 years, Peter Black, 20 years, John Hall. If all it takes to win this award is to come out and listen to good music and see your friends every weekend, then everybody should have this award.
Well said, my friend, well said. MoeJoe, Blues Fans of the Year this year, the Frank McIsaac Blues Fan of the Year. And I will also take this moment, if I might, ask Frank's family to please stand up and just give the audience a wave. His wonderful Aunt Helen, who took such great care of him, his whole family there, aunts, uncles, sisters here with her kids, Diane, Uncle Paul, who turned him on to the blues, all of them. Thanks for coming, you guys. How about a hand for Bugger? Frank McIsaac, up in blues heaven. All right, well, I thank you for your, I thank you one and all. I thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. I know that maybe ran along a little bit long, and I apologize.
We got that MoeJoeVision.